Imagine that the natural gas used for heating, cooking, or industry does not originate anywhere near the place where it is consumed, but instead comes from deep underground reservoirs, often located hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away, where gas has been trapped in porous rock formations under high pressure for millions of years. The entire process begins with extraction, where wells are drilled into these underground reservoirs, allowing the gas to flow upward due to natural pressure, although in many cases additional methods are used to maintain or enhance flow, depending on the characteristics of the field. However, the gas that comes out of the ground is not immediately ready for transport, because it often contains impurities such as water vapor, carbon compounds, sulfur compounds, and other unwanted elements that could damage equipment or reduce efficiency. This is why the next step is processing. In processing facilities, the gas is cleaned, dried, and treated to meet strict quality standards, ensuring it is safe and suitable for long-distance transport through pipelines. If you like similar educational content, please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Once processed, the gas enters the transmission system, which consists of large diameter pipelines designed to transport massive volumes of gas across long distances, often across entire countries or continents. At this stage, pressure becomes critical. Gas is compressed to high pressure before entering the pipeline, because higher pressure allows more gas to be transported efficiently within the same volume, making long-distance transport economically viable. This is done using compressor stations located near the beginning of the pipeline system. From this point on, the gas begins its journey through the pipeline network, driven by pressure differences and controlled by a highly engineered infrastructure. Once natural gas has been processed and compressed, its movement through a pipeline is not driven by simple pushing in a mechanical sense, but by carefully controlled pressure gradients, where gas continuously flows from regions of higher pressure to regions of lower pressure, creating a controlled and continuous movement across extremely long distances. At the start of the pipeline, gas is compressed to very high pressure, often dozens of times higher than atmospheric pressure, which significantly increases its density and allows a large quantity of gas to be transported efficiently through the pipeline. However, as gas travels through the pipeline, it does not maintain this pressure indefinitely. Energy is gradually lost due to friction between the gas and the inner walls of the pipe, as well as turbulence and minor flow disturbances, which means the pressure naturally decreases over distance. To overcome this, compressor stations are placed at regular intervals along the pipeline. These stations act as the driving force of the entire system. Inside a compressor station, gas is taken in, compressed again using powerful turbines or electric compressors, and then pushed forward, restoring pressure and maintaining a steady flow throughout the network. This process is continuous and highly controlled. The spacing of compressor stations depends on factors such as pipeline diameter, terrain, gas composition, and required flow rate, and engineers must precisely calculate these parameters to ensure optimal performance. The behavior of gas inside the pipeline is also more complex than that of liquids, because gas is compressible. This means its volume, density, and velocity change depending on pressure and temperature, which adds another layer of complexity to how the system is designed and operated. Temperature also plays a role, because as gas expands or is compressed, its temperature changes, and this must be managed to prevent efficiency losses or damage to the system. Inside the pipeline, flow is usually turbulent rather than perfectly smooth, especially at high velocities, which increases friction losses and requires careful design of pipe surfaces and diameters to minimize resistance. To monitor all of this, pipelines are equipped with sensors that continuously measure pressure, temperature, and flow rate at multiple points, sending real-time data to control centers that adjust the system as needed. In addition to this, pipelines include valves that can isolate sections in case of maintenance or emergency, ensuring that any issue can be contained quickly without affecting the entire network. There are also internal inspection tools, often called smart pigs, which travel through the pipeline to detect corrosion, cracks, or structural weaknesses, allowing operators to maintain the integrity of the system over time. The movement of gas through a pipeline is therefore not a passive process, but a highly controlled dynamic system that relies on physics, engineering, and continuous monitoring to ensure efficient and safe transport. By the time natural gas has traveled hundreds or even thousands of kilometers through high-pressure transmission pipelines, it is still far from being ready for direct use because the pressure used for long-distance transport is extremely high and would be completely unsafe for homes, businesses, or smaller local networks. This is where the distribution system begins, and it represents a critical transition phase in which gas is gradually reduced in pressure and redirected from large transmission pipelines into regional and local networks that can safely deliver it to end users. The first step in this transition takes place at gate stations or city entry stations, where gas leaves the main transmission pipeline and enters a regional distribution system. At these stations, pressure is reduced in a controlled and highly precise manner, using regulators that ensure the gas continues to flow steadily without dangerous fluctuations. Pressure reduction is not simply about lowering pressure. It must be carefully managed to maintain consistent flow, because sudden drops or instability could disrupt supply or damage downstream equipment. After this stage, gas flows into medium-pressure distribution pipelines, which branch out across cities and industrial areas, forming a dense network beneath streets and infrastructure. As gas moves closer to residential areas, the pressure is reduced again, eventually reaching low-pressure systems that are safe for direct use in homes and buildings. Before entering a building, gas typically passes through a final control point that includes a shutoff valve and a gas meter. The shutoff valve allows the supply to be stopped immediately if necessary, while the gas meter measures consumption for billing and monitoring purposes. From there, gas flows into internal piping systems that distribute it to appliances such as boilers, heaters, or stoves. One of the most important safety aspects is that natural gas is naturally odorless, which would make leaks extremely dangerous. To solve this, a strong-smelling substance is intentionally added to the gas, allowing even small leaks to be detected quickly by smell. In addition, modern distribution systems are equipped with multiple layers of safety mechanisms, including pressure regulators, automatic shutoff systems, and continuous monitoring technologies that detect irregularities in flow or pressure. Operators can remotely control valves and isolate sections of the network within seconds if a problem is detected, minimizing risk and preventing larger incidents. The distribution phase is therefore a highly controlled process that transforms high-pressure industrial transport into a safe, usable energy source delivered directly into homes and businesses. A gas pipeline system is not just a static network of steel pipes buried underground, but a highly dynamic and continuously managed infrastructure that must respond in real time to changes in demand, pressure conditions, and potential risks. Because even small deviations can affect efficiency, safety, and supply stability across entire regions. At the core of this system are centralized control centers, where operators monitor the entire pipeline network using advanced digital systems that collect data from thousands of sensors distributed along the pipeline, continuously measuring pressure, temperature, flow rate, and other key parameters. These systems, often referred to as supervisory control and data acquisition systems, allow operators to visualize the entire network in real time and make immediate adjustments, such as increasing or decreasing compressor output, redirecting gas flow, or isolating specific sections of the pipeline if needed. One of the key challenges is balancing supply and demand. Gas consumption is not constant. It changes throughout the day and across seasons, with peak demand typically occurring in colder periods when heating usage increases significantly. To handle this variability, pipeline systems are often connected to underground gas storage facilities, where excess gas can be stored during periods of low demand and then released when consumption rises. These storage facilities act as buffers that stabilize the system and ensure continuous supply even during sudden spikes in demand. Another critical aspect is maintenance and integrity management. Pipelines operate under high pressure and must remain structurally sound over long periods, often decades, which means they are subject to continuous inspection and preventive maintenance. Internal inspection tools, known as smart pigs, travel through the pipeline to detect corrosion, metal loss, cracks, and other structural issues, allowing operators to address problems before they become critical. External monitoring is also essential. Pipelines are protected against environmental risks such as soil movement, landslides, or seismic activity, as well as human-related risks like accidental damage from construction work. They are typically buried underground and marked to prevent accidental interference, and in sensitive areas, additional protective measures are implemented. In modern systems, cybersecurity has also become a major concern because pipeline control systems are digital and connected, making them potential targets for cyber attacks, which is why they are protected by multiple layers of security and monitoring. The entire pipeline network is therefore an intelligent system that combines physical infrastructure with digital control, ensuring that gas is transported efficiently, reliably, and safely at all times.